Hello good people, and welcome back to another math video. This time we are going to talk about numbers, and specifically sets of numbers like whole numbers, integers, and rational numbers. Alright, let's get started. We can think about these number sets as kind of like a club, where we'd say, hey, welcome to our new club, and hello to all of our new members. So the first club we're going to talk about is the club called whole numbers. Now, in our whole numbers club, you actually have to be a whole number, duh, but I mean like an entire number, like an entire pizza or an entire sandwich. So in the whole numbers club, we have numbers like 1, 3, 5, 24, 56. So these are kind of these regular numbers that we think of as numbers. Got to be a whole thing, no fractions, no decimals. Those are whole numbers. So I added the number 8 inside our box for whole numbers. Whole numbers is a really exclusive club. In fact, there's a whole bunch of numbers out there that don't belong in the club. So the next set of numbers we broaden out a little bit. And our next club is called integers. So integers include our whole numbers. That's why we wrap the box around it. So the club for integers includes whole numbers and their opposites. So now I do have the number 8 still in the club, but I've added a new member, now negative 8. So negative 8 is also in the club. So integers include the set of whole numbers plus their opposites. Now we go to a little bigger club. This is the club of rational numbers. Now rational numbers include integers, and of course they include whole numbers, but rational numbers include even more. Rational numbers include kind of all of the numbers we might think of as normal, typical numbers. So we'd have 8, just like a whole number, and we'd also have negative 8, just like in the integer club, but then we'd also have numbers like 8.5. We'd also have numbers like negative 8.5. See, we've added in partial numbers here. So now we have decimal values, and I could also add in fractions, like maybe I have 8 and 1/4, or negative 8 and 1/4. So this club's a little broader. So we have whole numbers, we also have whole numbers and their opposites, we also have fractional values, and we have decimal values, we have negative fractional values and negative decimal values. While rational numbers is a pretty big club, this club still has some rules. So here's the number one rule for being a member of the rational numbers club. It means that any number that's going to be in the club needs to be able to be expressed by this fraction, a over b. Now that sounds a little crazy, but we'll do some examples here to show you that it's not too bad. Okay, so in order to be in the club, you have to be able to be expressed in this a over b fraction format. So let me show you how this works, okay? Here, number 1, I'll take the very normal number 14. Can I express 14 in the a over b format? Yes, I can. I'll just take 14 and I'll put it over 1. So now it's a fraction, 14 over 1. The value hasn't changed, and I'm expressing it in the a over b format. So this kind of proves that 14 is a rational number. Can I do it with a negative? How about negative 2? Can I express that in the a over b format? Yes, I can. I'll just put 2 over 1 and include my negative sign, and now I've expressed negative 2 in the a over b rational number format. But wait, it keeps going. How about fractions? Yes, sir. I'll even do a mixed number, 3 and 1/3. Can this be expressed in the rational number format of a over b? Yes, it can. I'll just take 3 and 1/3 and I'll turn it into a mixed number. Excuse me, it is a mixed number. I'll turn it into an improper fraction. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10/3. Is this in an a over b format? Yes. Check, check, check. All right, how about a decimal? Let's see. How about the decimal 11 hundredths? Well, if you listen carefully to the words I'm saying, 11 hundredths, I can express this as the fraction 11 over 100, and now I've also put that into the a over b rational number format. I can squeeze one more down here. Let's see, how about 3/10? Yes, that can be expressed as well, 3/10, and now it's in the rational number a over b format. Okay, quick little recap. We've talked about whole numbers, integers, and rational numbers. So remember, whole numbers, these are our just very normal everyday numbers. 2, 31, 7. Integers include whole numbers, but also their opposites. So 2's in the club, but also -2. 31's in the club, but also -31, and so on. Rational numbers include whole numbers and integers, so the same numbers would still be in the club. 2 and -2, 31 and -31. But now I would also be adding in decimal amounts and fractional amounts. So that means a number like 2.4 would be in the club, -2.4 would be in the club, but also something like 1/3, -1/3, or 0.7. All of these would be included in rational numbers. And lastly, the rational number format just says that we can write a number in this a over b fraction, and if you have a simple whole number, that can just be put over 1. If you have a decimal like 27 hundredths, that can become a fraction, 27 over 100. All right, great. Hope that helped. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.